This is Z Mallick, and it's debatable if he's a little bit more handsome than me, but nevertheless, he came to me making 10K per month back in July of 2025 in his online fitness coaching business. And in January of 2026, he hit a record-breaking month of a 60K month. All organic, crazy. And he had 12,000 followers back in July, made of fucking ads. And in January, he hit 70K in Instagram followers. But I fucking took forever to make this video. And so he's about to hit 100K followers on Instagram now. And in this video, we're talking to Z all about his experience inside of Onyx, what he liked, disliked, why I'm the best at organic, and his entire experience of what we have been able to achieve to change his life and his entire business. So without further ado, I'll let Z take over the show. What's going on?
Not much. Ripping calls.
Ripping calls? That's good, bro. What are you making now? 100K a month?
Not yet. I mean, January is going to be a record month for sure. But
nice.
We're at like 22 so far already.
Oh shit! Already for the month? 9 days.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, bro.
Proud of you, bro. That's sick. That's really good.
Thank you, bro. I'm excited to freaking talk about it because I do have you guys to praise for a lot of that. So,
dude, you put in the work. Like I said, I just had the blueprint. All right, handsome. Look at you with that porn stash. Fucking famous, and you got the stash going, dude. You look so handsome, bro.
Fame changing, bro.
Dude, so talk to me. You're fucking famous. Indians, we're brown people. We're famous in this fucking internet now. You fucking went from 0 to 70,000 followers in 3 months. How the fuck do you do that?
Dude, I mean, it was honestly a situation where I had to completely restart from scratch. And the first thing that needed to happen was I needed to have someone tell me, i.e. you guys, that my content was shit. And I needed to hear it. I think I knew it. That's why I joined the program. I don't think I would have felt prompted to join something without kind of innately knowing that a bit. But I think the catalyst for everything was starting with the understanding that my content was shit.
Dude, I knew your content was so bad, but like the funny thing was that you validated it further. When I checked 2 days ago, you archived all your old shit.
Yeah, people don't even see that old stuff. Fuck that.
I laughed. I was like, I can't even bullshit from back in the day anymore. I'm going to have to force you to send me something. But yeah, okay. So obviously, let's just get everyone up to speed to like all the cool stuff. So 0 to 70K in 3 months, and then how much did you gain on YouTube?
Dude, YouTube, I was at 600 subscribers, and now I'm at like 23,000. So yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, YouTube is like a dark horse. Like I was not expecting. I was just posting there, the videos I was already making. I was like, I just more exposure. They told me I posted everyone. I'm sure I'll figure that. And yeah, YouTube started blowing up strangely enough too.
And then you don't really post on TikTok though, right?
I do now. I post it. Yeah, same. All platforms: YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Yep.
Where's TikTok at?
11K from 2K.
Not bad. I mean, probably children, but it's like, hey, how many people can get 10, 11K followers on TikTok, right? So it's like, that's fucking impressive because 23,000 on YouTube, like YouTube is the hardest one to get. So that's insane. And okay, well, at the end of the day, let's talk about like the elephant in the room here. Obviously, it's all cool, fun and games to get views and get followers. What about your business?
Yeah, man. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't be lying if I said I didn't want the vanity metrics of like the followers and the likes and stuff. I think that stuff feels very good. It feels reassuring that, you're headed in the right direction and that people are giving you some sort of validation. But yeah, the business has completely fucking taken off. And I have you to blame that my calendar's now completely full with leads, but it's a good problem to have too. So just to break it down, before I started working with you, I was doing 8 to 10K a month regularly, which was fine. And once our organic took off, I hit a 30K month, like 3x'd it, and then the next month was 25, and then that was 25. I think the next three were somewhere in the 25 or 30 range. And then this month, it's January 9th, and I'm already at 23K or something. So it could be like a 50K month. I don't want to say too many big numbers, but yeah, I mean, it's genuinely sales and business is 3 to 5x since started working with you guys.
And so I'm not going to lie to everyone here. I know you run ads, but that's the funny thing. Everyone thinks I'm a fucking ad hater. So obviously I'm team ads within reason. And so you were in a previous program that taught you how to run ads, but obviously they were doing fuck all, because if you're only making 8 to 10K a month, depending on how much you're spending to make that, it's almost kind of depressing. So like, where were like your numbers? Like how much ad spend were you doing to make 8 to 10K? I think you were kind of fine, but like, I don't recall exactly the numbers.
Yeah. So I was spending about 2K a month in ads at that time. So, 8 to 10K, decent ROI. I mean, you also have to remember maybe 2 to 3,000 of that was coming from referrals too. So it's probably closer to like 4,000 to 5,000 ROI, which is still like 2x. But honestly, dude, at this point, I'm still running ads for the same amount. And I would say ad ROI is probably like, 12 and 15,000 a month or something, like same ad spend, everything. I think what's happening now is, there's an analogy, I think you may have used it, that when you run ads and your organic is shitty, you are basically hiring a bus full of a bunch of people to come, take your customers to your store, and then your store is a fucking warehouse. Why the fuck did I come to the store? That's what happens when your organic content is shitty. What happens when you're taking a bunch of people from the ads to your shitty organic page to like, I don't know what to do here, I'm out. Versus what you have helped me do is create a good organic page where there's so much fucking value, there's so much authority building that those same amount of people are coming to the storefront, and it's a fucking brand new Gucci store with 80% off, and like people are just closing themselves. I mean, I have people on my calls who are coming from the ads. They say, I ask them like, why do you want to work with us? And they're like, I see all the videos on your page, and I say all these things like, I just want to work with you. I feel like you dumb things down. You are a smart guy. You don't overcomplicate it. And the sales calls have been so much easier from the ad people purely because they're getting more value from my organic content.
And isn't it funny how everyone starts to say value content is dead?
Yeah. I mean, I think 3 great tips of building your triceps, 3 great tips of building your triceps. Organic content that A, hooks someone's attention, B, holds your authority, someone's attention, B, value, because at the end of the day, people are still looking for value. They're all fat, right? Everyone's still out of shape. They still need value in some way. I think you just have to be more strategic about it, which is obviously what you taught me.
Exactly. It's so funny because it's like at the end of the day, we're still going to have these fat people around, and they're always going to be more and more fat people. If they hear a video with like, here are 3 tips to grow your biceps, you're still going to fucking get them to watch the video. But like, yeah, these more mature audiences, sure, we need to be a little bit more strategic. But what else are you supposed to post about then? If they still need to grow their bicep, they still need to grow their fucking bicep. So what else would we post if value-based content is dead? So
Yeah, exactly.
people. And that's the exact thing that blew up your business. So, okay, sweet. And it's cool because like you're the prime example of someone that literally had their ad spend stay the same and had living proof that ad spend improves, or the whole ROAS improves just because the content does better. And that's honestly the best blessing out of everything. Because like I'm sure you were just told by your previous mentor to just increase your ad spend.
Yeah, I mean, 100%. I heard that so many times, and you hear it from other people too. It's like there's this kind of meta or game plan that, you don't need to post content regularly. Like you just need to run ads, and if your messaging is good enough in the ad, then that's enough. It's like, how many fucking ads people are consuming daily? Like, what differentiates you from anyone else if you're just Like, there has to be something more that, and it just makes sense logically, right? Like you have to give people something in order for them to trust you enough to actually make a purchase. I think the time of like blind trust is that, as you said, we're in a trust recession today, and I feel like the way you teach us organic content kind of alleviates that. It makes them trust you more because you've solved some of their problems. And the way I like to think about it is, I have helped them solve save my tips at least about like how to lose some weight so many times that eventually one day they're going to look in the mirror and they're going to be like, I really fucking hate the way I look. Oh, that guy Z, he keeps telling me how I can lose my belly fat. I've seen 10 videos already. I've saved all that. I'm going to give him a call.
Yep.
My application gets filled and boom.
Exactly. And it's also just the fact that like all these ad people try to like push down your throat that like, oh, your video is always circulating versus like organic. Like you always have to struggle to script your video and post every single day or majority of the week, and then you get stressed because you didn't post, and it's like begging for virality. And it's kind of fucking funny because these guys are clowns. They act like your ad is going to do all this work, and in reality, yeah, it does, but what capital do you have beforehand? And if you don't have it, and then two, if your ad's shit, how long until you realize this shit isn't working? So now the money, if it can dries up, you won't be able to keep playing that game. And if you don't close the people now, there's lack of the trust. You need more sleazy sales tactics. You don't even need sleazy sales tactics. I remember you were telling me how many times you just got on a fucking call and it was a slam dunk.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it's happened so many times, and I have a script available. I have why crime coaching instead of any other business or any other company. There's a million Instagram people online. Why us? And they're like, your videos have just helped me so much. Like, I need this, quite frankly. I trust you. I know that this is the right decision. Like, I'm ready to move forward. I'm like, Jesus, I'm not used to this conversation line. This isn't in my script. And yeah, I think it's just it builds so much trust. They feel like they know you. They've already extracted so much free value from you. I think they're ready to, honestly, like in a weird way, like kind of repay you with their money. Like I think they feel like, I don't want to say obligated, but I definitely feel like there's like almost a bit of like a parasocial relationship at that point going on too.
So like let's like kind of rewind of like, because we never like told everyone like what's like your storyline. Like obviously we touched base on you were making 8 to 10K a month, but obviously 2K of that was ads, and that barely brought in much of a profit from there. If anything, they probably broke even roughly. And so obviously your content was not doing much. So like what was kind of like that turning point? Like when you felt like, okay, something's like fucked.
Yeah, it's a really good question. And it's hard because I don't think like likes and comments and stuff necessarily equate to like sales one-to-one. But I do think there is something to be said about like having super low views, no engagement at all. And it's like I was creating content with the goal of educating and providing value. The same way I was, no one was in now, but no one was like a lot of like coaches or just content people in general. They always say, create a certain type of content people like comments. No, they fucking won't. Like, they just won't. And I think I had some good intention that was like trying to like provide value, trying to find my ideal client, but it wasn't getting to them. Like the algorithm wasn't pushing it out, and the reason the algorithm wasn't pushing it out is because they're shitty content. Like we're fighting for attention today. I think that's a big thing you taught me is, you have to fight for the fucking attention of someone scrolling. Like scrolling is the most brain dead activity in the world. Like people are in their most caveman state ever. And if you think that you can like break through that without being strategic about it, I'm sorry, but you're in for a rude awakening. Again, it's just one of the main things I took from your guys' program.
Yeah, no, exactly. And so like I taught you something because you had a few moments where you're like, you were kind of wondering about your niche, right? And like now you went fully in on Indian people, right? Because it just kept coming in like flocking. So I was like, fuck it, why not, right? But like back then, I don't think you had that. I think you were still going for like 9 to 5 or career people in general. But like, what's your opinion on, based off my learning or my teachings on be the niche or having to niche down?
Yeah. So, I mean, at first, you always hear that niching down is what you need to do. You need to differentiate. You need to, speak to your ideal client, which is like, I think there's a lot of validity to that. But I think the problem is, and like this might get a little technical, but when you niche down too hard and you say, like, are you a skinny fat Indian? Like in the beginning of the video, like the issue is the algorithm, the way it works, to my understanding, is it takes the beginning of the hook, it sees how many people watch this and how many people stay for the next part. And newsflash, 99% of the world is not a skinny fat Indian. So even if it resonates super hard with that 1%, the video is not going to get pushed because the other 99% of people are going to skip past. And that's all the algorithm cares about. It doesn't care about how much it touched the soul of someone. It just cares about whether or not people watched it. So I think a big thing I learned about niching down is you can niche down in your messaging in kind of like the more like subconscious, like way you speak about the problem, like speak to the pain points of the person. But to like say, are you an Indian? Are you a busy professional? It's like you're shooting yourself in the foot. And I think that's a big reason why my content underperformed in the past is I would say that stuff in the beginning and the algorithm would be like, nope, no one resonates with this next.
Yeah, it's really dumb. Like all these business coaches that just tell you to run ads fucking push you down the throat of connect with your audience or niche down and talk to your fucking ideal client. Like, shut the fuck up. You guys don't know what the fuck you're doing. You're running ads. Of course, it works for ads. It doesn't work for organic.
That's exactly it. Yeah, I think ads are a much more like, I mean, you can literally filter based on who you want to see it. And like, I think it is actually, I do target Indian people in my ads specifically. Like I literally say, oh, skinny fat Indian. I think that's an appropriate time to say that because it's an ad. It doesn't, the algorithm doesn't matter. But like, yeah, to be super niche down in your organic is to quite frankly kill your account essentially.
So one thing I hear all the time by my haters, my competitor haters, which are technically ad people, is that organic is bad because you are uncontrolled. You're not in control of where your video goes. Clearly that didn't fucking hurt you. It doesn't hurt me. So can you explain your experience of that myth?
Yeah. So, in terms, give me a little more context.
Yeah. So like, let's say your video goes viral, which you go viral all the fucking time. We need to share with everyone how many times you've gone viral now. But like every time you've gone viral, I would pretty much bet my entire bank account they've all been actual leads. And so majority of the time people are saying, oh, organic, you can't control, it will be unqualified or bad leads. But it's like, yeah, but if you get 1 million views and you get another video that only got 1,000, what are the chances that you even got one lead out of 1,000 views?
Yeah, it totally makes sense. Yeah, so I think, a criticism people have of organic is, oh, you can't control the lead quality, so it's not like a predictable vehicle for, getting people into your business. And it's like, you actually can. The way you do that is you talk about shit that your ideal client is going through and that provides them value and solution. So I think a mistake I would make in the past, and I think probably 95% of fitness coaches do this, is they just post like stupid like gym like humor, like thirst trap stuff that it's like, it attracts a lot of people. You're getting the likes, you're getting the views, the comments, but those people are not ready to drop $5,000 on a coaching program versus if you still make organic content, but you just speak with more authority, you speak with more candidness, you still use storytelling, frameworks. You're still like very on top of how you are controlling retention, but you just do it in a way that's more streamlined, that it collects the ideal client. Then yeah, the fucking 1 million people that watch my videos are all good leads, or most of them are good leads. It's because the quality of the content you're putting out.
And I feel like you can agree with me on this since you still run ads, and that just because you ran ads doesn't mean the person's qualified that comes in. Like you still gotta if anything, it's harder to close the person even with good organic, because like you can build the trust with organic, but they're still cold. They might be a lot warmer now because your organic is good, but if you don't have good organic, they're hella fucking cold.
Yeah, 100%. Like I think the conversation, oh, is it ads or is it organic? It's kind of dumb. And I think you would agree. It can be very well both. And I think, with ads are fucking awesome. Like my ads ROAS huge, like 7-8x. And the reason for that is because the beauty of ads is you can control who specifically sees the ad, but then the way it works with organic is once they are in your ecosystem, in your environment, the organic nurtures them. And the sales process is like, there's a life cycle to it. It's not like, they get to your page and they're on a call the next day.
Mm-hmm.
Get to your page, they're on the call in 3 days, 4 days, maybe a week from now. And it's like, what happens in that time period? Something has to happen. They can't just see an ad and be like, oh yeah, I saw that ad for that guy. I'm going to spend $6,000 the next day. It's like, no fucking things like that. But it's like, if you give them you basically drip feeding them content every day through your stories, through your organic, it's like once they get to that call, they're like, oh, I saw these testimonials. I saw the transformation. We gave a really good tip here. This is much more likely to close because they work together. It's not like a one or the other thing.
So to kind of give everyone a context of how fucking famous we got you, how many viral, you probably can't even count, how many viral videos did we get you?
Oh yeah, I don't think I can count that. Just off the top of my head, I would say over 10 for sure, probably close to 15 to 20. I would say it's been 3 months too, dude. It's not been a long time. So
well, also I think the other thing is you probably have more than 15 to 20 because we have to count what people don't think is what is a viral video, because a viral video is 5 times the views of your own follower account. And so I think you just got one that was 1.8 or 1.9 million just last week.
Oh yeah.
And then YouTube, you had videos you got more fucking viral videos starting on YouTube too, which is insane.
Yeah.
And that's the hardest place to get a video to go viral.
No, 100%. And I think something cool that's happened too is I remember, texting you when my first video did very well. And for me, very well was 10K views. I remember I was fucking over the moon for 10K views. Now, if a video flops for me, it does 15K views. A flop, a straight flop versus 10K. I was like, bro, we're doing it. And it's it's cool how the fucking the floor can get, or it can change just that quickly.
You never even texted me when you got your first million,
I was just used to it then. Name changes you quick, man.
You got cocky.
Yeah.
But hey, well deserved. Look at you now. So, okay. So what is the biggest, obviously we can keep going in a circle on the same thing. I want to I want to hear your self-development. So it's what did this building of your brand change you or make you reflect on? Because now you're in 2026 and I basically can say we took you from 8K a month to 30K a month. I can basically tell you, I can say that all organic. And so with that being said, you're now in 2026 going as a 30K per month, business owner. How do you feel from an internal?
Yeah. I mean, I think, to think about when I first joined the program, it was a pretty humbling process. To be honest, you guys should. You are not you don't pull back punches, but I appreciate that. I genuinely do. And it's necessary. And I think, for the first time in my business experience in a long time, I think I had to really look at what I was saying and what I was doing rather than before. I think I was very much on autopilot. I was like, oh, I put content out. It's going to hit. I'm hitting upload every day. That must be. It's no, that's not good enough. You have to look at what are you saying specifically? This frame of your hook, this frame of that. It's it's a lot of work, and you start dissecting very small parts of yourself, and it's very uncomfortable at first. But that discomfort is very necessary, especially for a business owner to get to the next level. You have to dissect yourself and it's almost like an ego death a little. It's kind of melting away all the bullshit that you have put on through just through the years of business. So to answer your question, man, how have I grown internally? I think I've first broken down what I was doing before as just incorrect and just saying I'm the problem, not the algorithm. I'm the reason it's not working. And I think you guys helped me do that tremendously. And I mean, that's transformed into my business too. I think I'm more accountable business owner. I think I can hold other people accountable easier, because if I can hold myself accountable, I feel confident enough to hold other people accountable. So yeah, man, like I think it's all cool to get the virality, it's all cool to get the followers and the sales, but I think it's also a very it's a big big part of self-improvement as well.
I'm proud of you, bro. That's fucking sick.
Thank you.
So final questions, last two questions. What is like your goal for 2026? Because I'm sure in 2025 you didn't think you'd be fucking famous by the end of 2025. So what do you have for your goal for this year? I'm sure you're probably shooting for the moon and say, let's see if we can get 100K months. But like, what are like actual things that I'm not assuming?
Yeah. And I've always been kind of weird about saying my goals out loud. And I think that that's not the right way to be. I think it's better to have the balls and say it with your chest. And so this is going to be a practice of me doing that. And, I hit 30K a month, in the last couple of months. I'm at 23 for a month. It's right at 9. So I think I'll hit 50K this month, quite frankly. And then my goal, I've actually written down, I want to hit 75K a month for 2026 at some point. I think it's very, very possible. Mm-hmm. And then, dude, I think, and I really do owe you a lot for this. I'm starting to look at Prime Coaching more as a brand rather than a means to an end for my fitness coaching business. Like, I don't want to just live in the framework of disco and sales calls and one-on-one coaching. It's like, there's podcasts to be made. There's YouTube channels to be made. There's like guest appearances to be had. There's hundreds and hundreds of thousands of followers to be made. And I think I'm kind of looking at it from that lens, man. Like, obviously, if I'm a teacher coaching business going, it's my passion, but like, this is something that can outgrow me. This is something that can come fucking on right. And it's like, I don't know if that will happen. I don't know when it will happen, but it's for the first time I've really thought of that as a possible solution. And it's all because it was shit. So.
Yeah, dude. I mean, at the end of the day, once you get the audience, now you have the key to then create other things, other avenues easily. Exactly. You start looking as a brand, you stop looking as a person. You have more that you can give to the world. It's sick.
100%. And it grows past the business too, right? It's not just a business, it's a brand, it's a personal brand. It's like something that can fucking reach millions and millions of people.
Exactly. So to someone watching this video, how would you sell them to want to work with me? Because obviously you got the best of everything. So what would you tell someone that's like, not even on the fence, just someone cold to be like, you got to work with them? What would you say?
Yeah.
What was the biggest thing you learned?
Yeah. I mean, the first thing I would say is just fucking join Onyx. Just fucking join Onyx. Just do it. And like, I'll give you reasons to do it. As maybe I'll put myself in your shoes. Maybe you're a skeptical business owner or whatever, but you have to spend money to make money. And when I joined Yusha's program, I was not doing particularly well, and the investment was not a smart financial decision. Like, I had to go into debt to do it, but I have like 5x, probably not even 5, like 10x my investment that I made. And it's like, that wouldn't have happened if I didn't fucking do it, right? Like, there's so much on the other side of joining a mentorship and fucking just committing and completely changing everything. You don't even know. You can't even quantify. So much can change in 6 months to a year. So much can change. So if you're serious about your business, if you're serious about growing, just join. You'll make your money back then much more.
What was the best thing you learned? I don't think you said that. What was the best thing? Because always the best thing is getting viral videos, but viral videos actually make you money. But like, from an actual, like, what you learned, what was the biggest takeaway?
Attention is valuable, and you have to fight for it, especially today.
That's good. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, like, I'll just sum it up. Like, people are cavemen. When people scroll, they're fucking drooling. There's water, there's drool coming out of their mouth. You have to somehow tap into their psychology to take over and force them to watch your video. Attention is valuable. You have to figure out a strategic way to do that.
That was a good mic drop, bro, to end this. Well, I appreciate it, brother. Can't wait to see you at 100K soon.
Thank you, bro.